Good morning, gossip friends. Listen, yesterday was crazy. Yesterday was crazy in this trial, and yesterday was crazy in my life. It was like, I'm gonna have a nice, relaxing day off. And then my kid got sick at school and puked everywhere. Who needs that? Then I had to go pick him up. Another kid had to go to the orthodontist. Then we got to the orthodontist. We were at the wrong office. We had to go to the other orthodontist. It was a mess. Anyway, so I didn't get a chance to post a video yesterday morning, but last night, I had a chance to watch the entire day. What were we on? Day 3 of this trial, and it did not disappoint. Remember Crazy Behind Dominique, who just got up there and was running her mouth and talking all reckless and whatever? And I was like, okay, Miss Dominique, we see how you roll. Dominique and her boyfriend, just to recap briefly, because I have a lot to say today. Dominique and her boyfriend got into a fight, and he pushed her to the ground. Now, she hit him upside the head, hit him with the trophy, did all this crazy stuff, and was basically cursing at him and beating him up because she suspected that he was with another girl. And so he pushed her to the ground, and she just got a new Brazilian butt lift. All that booty was working overtime. So she bounced on that booty, came right back. It was like she was on a spring, like boing, down and right back up. But she was super mad. I think she was mostly mad about the suspected cheatation and not so mad about, well, that's basically all she was mad about. She was mad that she hadn't seen this dude in a month. He had been in Miami and he had been talking to other girls like all romantical like. Okay, fine. You be mad. And what you do in that situation, just so that you know, is you go and get your crap and go on home. You pay him dust. He don't need you. He's not good enough for you. He is no longer qualified to date you. That is what you need to know. If a man does you wrong, he is disqualified. Sir, your application has now been rejected, and I'm going to put you all over back there in the reject bin, and I'm going to go ahead and find me a decent partner. But no. That is not what Miss Dominique did. She was mad. She was violent. She was hitting him upside the head. They got into a physical altercation. Honestly, she laid hands, it appeared to be first. She said, well, he attacked me with his mouth. Okay, people can say reckless stuff. People can hurt your feelings real bad, but that is not a cause to create gunplay. Anyway, so she hit him with a trophy. She broke his PlayStation. She broke out the windows of his car with a brick. Ill-advised. So then she got on the phone and she's hysterical and she's crying and she's like, go on over there and shoot his ash up to her brother. Now, her brother, the amateur gun dealer, this dude is in honors college, trying to be a doctor and everything, but he's buying guns and selling them to his friend the next day for $1. Okay, sir, that's called a straw buyer, and it's very, very illegal. And when you go to court later after your friend gets shot up in this situation, it's not gonna look good for you. But anyway, Keyshawn, the brother, the amateur gun dealer, gets a phone call from his sister Dominique, and she's hysterical. And she's like, shoot him up. And so Keyshawn is like, yeah, he's a dead man walking. Okay, note to self, y'all need WhatsApp, because if you just put all these texts out here on SMS, everybody gonna see them. Oh, they gonna have your texts in court. Yeah, because the Apple people or the T-Mobile or the whoever got all your SMS texts, you might as well just put that on a billboard in Times Square. Friends, if you are sending text messages, just like when you were sending email from work, assume that it's going to be on a billboard in Times Square and think to yourself, how is this going to look when my mom and them see all this? You don't want that. So, he's like, yeah, I'm a man. I don't know that this dude had ever even been in a gunfight, a fist fight, a shoving match. He might have been in some verbal altercations, but he got together with all his little friends, also college students, most of whom were college students, let's be real. A couple of his friends, hardcore thugs, but most of his friends were just college students who were playing Billy Badass and paid the price for it. So they got the call around 10 o'clock. By the time they get over to this dude's house half an hour away, they get all the people together, get everything together. It's midnight. Y'all can't be knocking on folks' door at midnight. Boom, 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 banging down like you the police. Okay, so he comes out and a fist fight ensues. Fine. I think that part of it, where they said, we just went to talk to him. What was you going to talk to him about, banging on his door like you the police at midnight? Okay, send him out here. Send Travis out here. And so Travis's brother came out and Travis came out. Travis is an NFL player, so he made quick work of these dudes. Travis and his brother, the two of them beat up 4 dudes very quickly. And you see them on the ring video camera going, okay, you got this. You have beat my behind. I'm going to now go get in that nice car over there so you can stop beating my behind. And so most of the dudes ran off and got in the car so they could save themselves ass whooping. So Travis is still mad. He's pumped up because how dare they come to his house behind this stupid behind girl. My mom lives here. My brother lives here. And so he got his handy dandy assault rifle. Folks are just rolling with assault rifles. Oh, I forgot. This is America. Of course they rolling with assault rifles. And so he pulls out his assault rifle and he's doing whatever you have to do. Is it a pump action like a super soaker? Child, I do not know. I am not a gun enthusiast. As a brief aside, I posted a gun question in my shorts yesterday. People feel passionately about guns. Let's just say that. I just asked a question because I didn't know. I was like, can you buy a gun on Monday and sell it to your friend on Tuesday? Is that a thing? People lost their ever-loving minds. Everybody, calm down. I don't know about guns. I don't care about guns. I know about super soakers, because when I was in college, we used to put alcohol in them, and my kids like to wet up the whole floor and everything with the super soakers when they were little. And some Nerf guns. We used to have Nerf guns, but we don't even have those anymore. Anyway, everybody in this case would have been better off with a Nerf gun, because this dude comes outside with his AK and fires 39 shots into a fleeing car. Okay. And so it took a second for the driver to get his act together and get the car turned around. And so as they're laying in the car, the boys are laying in the car in the back seat, bullets are flying. One of the kids was like, "We're sitting ducks. Can you get this car moving?" Then he realized, oh, shoot, I'm shot. I assume everybody in the car is dead. So this dude jumps out of the car and starts to run away and gets shot a couple of more times. His friend finally gets the car going and speeds off and leaves him behind. So the dude who was left behind was like, wait, what? You got the car going and now I'm over here with a madman? So the madman with the gun goes back in his house, has whatever conversation he has with his mama, and the dudes in the car call the police. The dude who got out of the car walks around. Then he was like, oh, I brought my gun. This is what I want to know. Is there proof that any of these other boys pulled their guns or fired their guns? The defense is saying, oh, they pulled their guns and they were like, boom, 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 firing or whatever. That is why our client fired 39 more shots. There's no proof that anybody else pulled a gun on him. Did they roll up on him at midnight? Yeah, they absolutely did. Did they get their behinds me? They absolutely did. Did they deserve to get shot? No. But I'm hard pressed to think of a circumstance where you deserve getting shot. There's a couple of circumstances, don't get me wrong. But in this situation, a gun was an overreaction. But honestly, these young boys ordered shit and shit got delivered. You can't be mad when you order up trouble and then somebody delivers trouble to you. And because karma is a circle, this court case, this going to court and possibly losing your freedom for a very long time because you killed somebody in your anger, that is karma coming back on the shooter. So you see how that works? It just goes round and round. Everybody in this stupid case needs to live with their stupid decisions, and they're going to see how you can't just take an action and assume I'm just going to do that and everything's going to be fine. When I talk to my kids, you know what I tell them? I tell them, when you choose an action, you choose the consequences. So govern yourselves accordingly. Now, I told you, don't go out this house. If you're going to go out this house after 11 o'clock at night, you have chosen that action. Please understand, my friend, you have chosen the grounding that comes with it. You have chosen being locked out for the night that comes with that. Dominique chose to incite violence with her boyfriend, and he bounced her on her booty. She chose the action. She chose the consequence. You see how that works? Over and over and over. Karma, instant karma, keeps showing up in this story. So, listen. The shit got delivered that all of these folks chose. And so now everybody is having to live with what they did. And The dudes who sped off in the car, did they have a gun? Did they not have a gun? I do not know. The dude who got killed, here's the interesting thing about him. It's been brought out in court. He's the only one who was like, initially, the driver and all of them were like, nah, we're going to leave our guns at home. The dude who got killed was the one who was like, get your gun, get your gun. You should bring your gun. And the dude that was on the stand yesterday, the one that got shot and then got out of the car, the interesting thing was that he said, I regret this. All of this was a mess. I'm sad that I went. I'm sad that this happened. I'm devastated that my son, my friend who was like my brother got killed. I hate all of this. The terrible Dominique, the girlfriend, she's sad that this happened as well. She said her friend got killed and she's like, I loved Travis. I didn't want to see him in this situation. I appreciate that sentiment. But she was mouthy and back talking and everything else on the stand. This defense attorney is a pain in the neck. He made it his personal business to push these kids' buttons to let them bring out their anger on the stand. The dude that took the stand yesterday, Travis, no, he wasn't a Travis. Something started with a teacher. I don't remember names. Anyway, he was real docile and sorry and humble when on direct examination. On cross-examination, he was like, yes, sir. No, sir. Okay, sir. This is what happened. But then by the second hour, his back was aching. His hip was sore because he all filled up with bullets. He's studying the law. He already got part of his degree. He got an associate's now. He's going for his bachelor's. He wants to be a paralegal. I don't think you need a degree to be a paralegal, but whatever. Good for you, young man, for getting your life together. But then that defense attorney started pushing his buttons. I was like, oh, well, this is what we are here for. So he had said he was uncomfortable. He had said he had back pain. Hang on, I need a sip of my coffee. Still waiting for my gossip, rumor, and innuendo mug to show up in the meantime. I have my mama needs coffee mug, except for the mama rubbed off. I just need coffee. Anyway, this is 32 ounces. Ooh, I love it so much. Anyway, so this dude started getting his buttons pushed on the stand, and I was like, okay, I'm in. What you gonna say now? So he was like, my back hurts. It's uncomfortable to sit here, you know. And the defense attorney was like, do you need a break? Earlier in the trial, the defense attorney had asked for a break so he could go to the bathroom. So as the trial, and they took a break, whatever, very respectful. Everybody had their bio break, as they call that. So they're back. And he's poking and poking and poking at this dude. The attorney's name was Mark something or other. I don't know what his last name was. So by the time he starts irritating this kid in the cross-examination in the second hour of his testimony, the dude is like uncomfortable. And so the attorney says, do you need a break? And he says, no, Mark, I don't need a break. I was like, oh, we just calling folks by their first name now? That's how we getting down? Okay, great. And so the attorney asked something else, asked him about a break, and he was like, I can hold my bladder. I don't need a break, Mark. Oh, okay, you just a sniper from the side now. You just gonna throw out little darts. And so the attorney was like, do you know me? Are you calling me by my first name? He was like, Mark, that is your first name, right? The judge was like, everybody calm down. These people clearly do not like each other, and they have no ability to hide it at all. It was like little kids. He's touching the air around me. Judge, I don't like these questions he's asking me. And so I could see the witness being like nasty and disrespectful. It's not going to help his case. But okay, he's a witness. He's not used to being in court. This attorney pushed this defendant's this dude's buttons. He's a victim, actually. And the victim pushed the attorney's buttons. So everybody was out there just showing they behind, because the witness got out of pocket, the attorney got out of pocket, and the judge had to like turn down the temperature. And I was like, what else they gonna say? What now? Because honestly, this is what I'm here for. Y'all up there just giving me nothing but content from my channel. Finally, the judge was like, listen, if you could ask a clear question and if you could get a clear answer, we could be done with this quickly. At the rate we're going to be here for days and days. And so both of them kind of calmed down ish, and they wrapped up for the day, but they dragged it out all day. And I believe this same dude is going to be back on the stand on Tuesday. And I'm like, Okay, I'm here for it. Yes, I will be at work. I will be getting things done, but I will have a little headphone in my ear and hoping that nobody says nothing to me. Because yes, I can do my work. I do very important work and I love what I do, but I also love a trial. Ooh, I love a trial. I love coming on here and talking to my friends about what I saw. But when he said to that man, oh, I can hold my bladder mark, I was like, oh. And at one point, the defense attorney said, you want this jury to think blah, blah, blah. This dude from the stand said, I don't care what this jury thinks. Oh, okay. Sir, you're a teensy bit disrespectful, but, I think that's what he wanted to incite in you. But Mr. Attorney, sir, what you don't realize is that we don't like you either. No, we don't like nobody. This is the case of everybody is terrible. Yeah, the state of Florida versus Travis Rudolph. But basically, this is a case where everybody is terrible. Doesn't happen that often. Court TV not that long ago had another case where everybody was terrible. And I was like, can everybody just go to jail? Can we just round up everybody and send them off to jail? But in that case, as usual, somebody got killed. And it was a very old man. Oh, Court TV calls it the movie popcorn murder trial, something like that. It is on demand and you can go watch it. It's a relatively short trial, but it is a mess. Again, in Florida, where everybody got a gun. I think it was in Florida. Everybody just walking around with guns. Dude goes to the movie and he's texting in the movies. And the old man behind him was like, stop texting during the movie. It's the previews. It's not even the movies. So Billy Badass gets up and he's just like, what did you say to me? I could text if I want to. And reaches into the man's popcorn and throws a handful of popcorn in his face. And the old man is like, I'm 86. I felt threatened. So I reached into my pocket and got a gun and shot him in his face and killed him there in the movie theater. That is a way to mess up a good movie. Do you get your money back if somebody gets shot in the movie theater? Do you get your money back? That's what I want to know. Because listen, I'm a girl who will pinch a penny. I paid my money. I paid for a babysitter. I go use up my gas money, get all the way down here to the movie theater, and an old man shoots a young dude, and now A, we can't watch the movie, B, you messed up the previews, which is my favorite part of the movie, and C, they probably not even gonna show the movie. Can you just cart him off and take a little bit of evidence real fast, or get the evidence after the movie? Because I came here to see a movie, not a shooting, please and thank you. But that's probably not how that works, since human life is sacred and you're not supposed to shoot people, blah, blah, blah. I wonder if they got their money back, though. That's what I want to know. Okay. Anyway, so in terms of housekeeping, Monday, there might not be a video up here, but there might be, because let's be real. This is my hobby. It's one of my favorite hobbies. I have many, many hobbies. Look, I brought home a mini spinning wheel. Yes, I have all kinds of spinning wheels. This is the little one. Here's the things for the big one. I have lots and lots of spinning wheels. I make yarn. But I tell people I'm a spinner. They're like, on those bikes? I'm like, no, because that hurts your booty. I don't need to be messing up my booty like that. No, thank you. But I do spin a lot. So this is one of my many, many hobbies. And if I find interesting cases, I'm going to come on here and talk about it. Oh, there was a meth lady. Somebody told me about in the comments that I'm going to have to look up and see what her story is, because it was quite interesting. So, I don't know what's going to happen on Monday or Sunday, but if I feel moved to post, I'm going to post, because I'm a blabbermouth. So in the meantime, have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and like and subscribe and comment if you feel so moved. And we have a little bit of merch floating around out there because folks have been asking for merchandise. I think you can find it in the About section. There's a link to the merchandise and a link to my socials or whatever. Thank you so much for being here. Me and my ridiculousness, and you and your ridiculousness, we are all ridiculous together, and I am not mad about it. Y'all have a great day. Bye.